So here we are, Ron Barlow. I'm alive, alert, and I feel great. Just waiting to tell you about the afterlife of that guy that was an ex-con raised by a lady who was a prostitute, and not only that, he was a victim of rape, and he went astray real early and ended up in the reform school, and then he's out. He came out years ago from the prison after being in solitary confinement for 17 years inside there because he just wouldn't listen to anybody. And he's doing good work with motivational speaking, but he sort of settled into a sort of a guidance counselor at a sort of a boot camp military academy called Robert Land down the highway from me here in St. Catharines, Ontario. But there was one lady came to him with a son that she was having trouble with. He wasn't like the typical kind of problem. He was a well dressed, wore a white shirt, slick tongued. He was a con man. He could talk people out of their money. A lot different than most of the kids we're talking about here. And he said he'd like to help him get him into that Robert Land Academy, but he was a little older than the average student that went there, and the administration didn't want to do it. Well, he offered to the administration that he would work there two days a week, Thursday and Friday, and counsel the students, and they jumped at that chance and let that boy get into the college there. Well, I guess the long story short, he ends up doing well and coming through it as a decent kid. The mother, by the way, was a school principal, the high school principal, and she got to have a relationship with the fellow that came out of jail, the ex-con, and lo and behold, man that was that mean and that hardened all those years in jail, wouldn't listen to anybody. He softened up and he's become a much better version of himself through the efforts he's made ever since he was told that you're here as the result of the decisions you've made. If you're in prison, or if you're in a job you don't like, or if you're in a marriage you don't like, it's because of the decisions you made. You don't blame anybody else. Well, now he's married and having a happy life outside of jail, and he's a much better person than most of us. Talk to you again. Bye for now.